Welcome to Stories in the Park. We're going to be doing Stories in the Park digitally this summer. So instead of everybody coming in front of Library Square like we normally do, I will be coming to you on your TVs or your computers. So we're going to do something a little bit fun this year. We aren't going to stay in Library Square. We're going to move around the different parks around Hutchinson. So we're starting, since you know the library is right behind me, this is Library Square for our first one. And the theme this year is Dig Deeper, Read, Investigate, Discover. And we're starting here because Main Street's under construction. You can hear the construction trucks in the background. So hopefully you'll hear me over the noise. But today's theme isn't about construction. We're going to do that later in the summer. We are going to talk about washing your hands, because right now it's super important to keep those hands good and clean. So my first story is Wash Your Hands by Tony Ross. Whee! The little princess loved getting dirty. "Wash your hands before you eat that," said the queen. "Why?" asked the little princess. "Because you've been playing outside," answered the queen. "Wash your hands," said the cook. "Why?" asked the little princess. "Because you've been playing with scruff, and dry them properly." "Wash your hands," said the king. "Why? I've washed them twice," said the little princess. "And you must wash them again, because you've just been on your potty." "Wash your hands," said the maid. She says, "Achoo!" "I've washed them after playing outside. I've washed them after playing with the dog. I've washed them after going on my potty. I've washed them after sneezing." "Why?" asked the little princess. "Because of germs and nasties," answered the little maid. "What are germs and nasties?" asked the little princess. "They're horrible," said the maid. "They live in the dirties and on the animals, and in the sneezes. They get into your food and then into your tummy, and then they can make you sick." "What do germs and nasties look like?" asked the little princess. "Worse than crocodiles," answered the maid. "I don't have crocodiles on my hands." "Germs and nasties are smaller than crocodiles," said the maid. "They're too small to see." "I'd better wash my hands again," said the little princess. "Do I have to wash my hands after washing my hands?" "Don't be silly," said the maid. "Eat your cake." "Have you washed your hands?" So that one is pretty silly, but we learned that germs are so small you can't even see them, and they live all over the place on everything. So you have to make sure you keep those hands good and clean, or else you might have to go to the doctor. If you get sick, like Pete the kitty has to go to the doctor in this story. So Pete the Kitty Goes to the Doctor by Kimberly and James Dean. Pete the kitty wakes up. It is time to go to school. Pete stretches his arms. He stretches his legs. Ouch! Pete's belly hurts. Pete calls his dad. "My belly does not feel groovy," he says. Pete's dad fills his head. "You do not have a fever," Dad says. "You just need some rest." Dad tucks Pete back into his bed. Dad kisses Pete's head. Pete pulls up his covers. He thinks he will have a cool day at home. Pete starts to play with his trains. Then Pete starts to paint a picture. It's time to get dressed, Dad says. It is time to go to the doctor. Pete does not want to go to the doctor. Pete is scared of the doctor. Dad says, the doctor is cool. She is not scary. Dad takes Pete to the doctor's office. They wait their turn. The waiting room is fun. Pete gets to play with lots of far-out toys. The nurse comes for Pete. She takes him to another room. The nurse checks for a fever. The doctor comes in. She checks Pete's ears. She checks Pete's eyes. The doctor fills Pete's belly. She listens to Pete's heart. The doctor even lets Pete listen to her heart. Don't worry, the doctor says. It's just a bellyache. The doctor gives Pete a cool sticker. She tells Pete to rest. Dad takes Pete home. Dad lets Pete rest in bed. Pete will feel better soon. Dad was right. The doctor was not scary. She was nice. Pete feels better. Soon he will be back to his groovy self again. This is a nonfiction book about germs and where they are. So this is not a story, it's true stuff. Have you ever cracked an egg while cooking? What happens when you're done? You wash your hands. We should always wash hands before and after handling raw food. This helps stop the spread of germs. Germs make us sick. Some live on hard surfaces, so hard surfaces like countertops or stairs. Not the couch though, that's soft. Others are found in fluids or in the air. So how do you avoid getting sick? Germs spread fast in bathrooms. They also live in kitchens and trash cans. Some pets spread germs too, so do wild animals. Sick people can spread germs. Germs travel when we cough and sneeze. They also pass through body fluids. So what do you do when you sneeze? Cover it up or catch it in a Kleenex. Look out for germs isn't enough. We need to avoid them. This is a cool picture. It shows germs growing on a scientist's dish. Hand washing is a good start. Use soap and water. Scrub for at least 20 seconds. That's singing 2 rounds of Happy Birthday. Find out how to clean different spaces. Ask how adults disinfect them. You could ask your moms or dads or your daycare people. Always follow directions when handling food. Do the same for caring for pets. Is someone at school sneezing a lot? Don't touch what they touched. Wash your hands instead. Ask your doctor for more tips for staying well. Germs are all around us, and watching out for them will give you a healthy future. So what are some of your healthy habits? You can talk about that with your families. So I have a science experiment that shows why we need to use soap when we wash our hands. So we need just a regular plate. a little bit of dishwashing soap, some black pepper, and some water. So we're just gonna pour some water in the plate. And then we're going to sprinkle some pepper in. And the pepper represents the germs on your hands. And if I just stick my finger in there without any soap, it's not going to do anything. It doesn't do anything, just gets pepper on my fingers. But what happens if I put a little bit of soap on my finger and go right in the middle, all the pepper goes far away from the soap because the germs don't like the soap. Alright, so this one is Germs Are Not for Sharing. And it is by Elizabeth Verdict. Hachoo! Hachoo! What do you need to do? Say tissue please, or reach for one yourself. Blow, wipe, and toss. Good job. Cough, cough, cough. What do you need to do? Turn your head away and cough into your arm. Why? Because germs are not for sharing. Germs make you sick. Oops. Uh-oh. What do you need to do? What happened? They dropped our cookie on the floor. Put it in the trash. Time to get a new one. Flush. What do you need to do? Go and wash your hands because germs are not for sharing. How do you wash your hands? Warm water, lots of soap, and scrub, scrub, scrub. You can sing a little song. Rinse, rinse, rinse. This boy is singing the ABCs. If you sing it 2 times, that's as long as you need to wash your hands. When do you wash your hands? Before it's time to eat. When things get messy. When you sneeze or cough or go potty or any time you need to. Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. Send those germs down the drain. Bye-bye, germs. Smooch, smooch. Kisses are nice to give and get, but not when you're sick. What can you do? Stand back and blow a kiss. Catch the kiss. That's right, like that. And then in the back of this book, there's tips for parents and caregivers on different activities you can do with your children on washing your hands and talking about germs. Now we have, this one is a special book because in our library it comes with a CD, so you can play the CD with the book, but I am just going to read it to you. So it's called Wash, Wash, Wash Your Hands by David I.A. Mason. Your hands pick up germs from the things you touch. Germs can make you sick. Washing your hands get rid of many germs. Use soap and water and lather up for 20 seconds. Now turn the page and sing along. If you use your hands to catch a sneeze or dig into a pile of worms, then make sure you wash them, please. Your hands might be covered in germs. So just wash, wash, wash your hands. 20 seconds is all it takes. Just wash, wash, wash your hands. What a difference to your health it makes. The worm is even waving from the window. Before you eat and after you blow your nose, just try to remember this song. Don't wipe your hands on your clothes. Wash your hands. It doesn't take long. So just wash your hands. 20 seconds is all it takes. Just wash your hands. What a difference to your health it makes. First you wet both hands plenty, then you lather up with soap. Next you start to count to 20. Lather, go, go, go. 20. 1, 2, fast forward now. 18, 19, 20. Is that how we count? After using the bathroom, stop and think. Remember the simple trick. 20 seconds hand washing at the sink can help keep you from getting sick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So just wash your hands. 20 seconds is all it takes. Just wash your hands. What a difference to your health it makes. And in the back is the song lyrics and the music. And it comes with a CD. So if you check this one out at the library, you can get the song and the lyrics and the CD. Sick Simon by Dan Kroll. And this is what happens if you don't wash your hands. You can see some pictures of germs on the inside cover. Oh, look at poor Simon. He looks miserable. His runny nose. It was Monday. Simon didn't care if he had a cold. He was ready for the best week ever. He kissed his family good morning and had his favorite breakfast. Oh, his family doesn't look too pleased. He's giving him a kiss with a runny nose. He rode the bus to school and had fun the whole way. School was Simon's favorite place. Look, all the kids are worried. They're looking at him. They're scared because he's sick. Math was Simon's best subject, so he was sure to participate a lot. Achoo! On Tuesday, Simon got to take care of Mr. Warbles, the class chinchilla, share snacks with friends, and have a show and tell. Oh, look at all those germs getting spread all over the school. Wednesday's field trip was a treat. Oh, his classmates are sick now, and the monkeys look scared of him. Although recess on Thursday was the best, what Simon was really looking forward to, oh, teachers how sick, they have a substitute teacher now in class, was Friday's super big game of kickball. Where'd all the kids go? Only Simon's there. You're probably all at home sick. On the way home, Simon started thinking, maybe this wasn't the best week after all. Hey Simon, nice work this week. You're the man. What? Who are you guys? Look who's hiding behind the bus seat. We're germs and we make people sick. Not to brag, but I'm a virus and I make people vomit. Protozoa here. Diarrhea is my thing. I'm bacteria. I do infections. And we couldn't go anywhere without you. Thanks for the ride. Cough, hack, hack. Have a nice trip, everyone. Look at all the germs that go for a ride when he coughs. After that, they're everywhere, like doorknobs and railings, in the air even. And that's how the magic happens. Huh? What? I don't want to spread you guys around. Are you kidding? You never wash your hands. Oh, he's picking his nose too. Nasty. You never cover your mouth. You sneeze on everything. You love spreading germs. You're a germ hero. Imagine the world we could create if we stick together. See the big noses and all the germs. With that, Simon raced off the bus and did something the germs did not like one bit. Simon covered his mouth when he sneezed and coughed and blew his nose with the tissue. Hey, what are you doing? Says the germs. We thought we were friends. Then he threw the tissue into the trash can. Then he went to the sink and washed his hands with warm, soapy water. How could you? Which sent the germs packing. Simon rested all weekend. Uh-oh, he's resting and drinking lots of fluid. We don't stand a chance. Is his nose talking? I think so. By Monday, Simon woke up feeling good as new. He was ready to go back to his favorite place in the whole world and... Hey, wait for me! I'm not sick anymore! Yay! Yippee! Hooray! Have the best week ever. Uh-oh, here comes another sick one. And then the last story we have is called Do Not Lick This Book by Edon bin Barrack and Julian Frost. We don't want to lick our library books or even the books at home. That's gross. This is a really cool book because it shows microscopic images of things. This is Men. Men is a microbe. She is small, very small. Can you see this dot? Microbes are so small that 3,422,167, give or take a few million of them, would fit on that dot. Super, super tiny. We can't even see them. They're so small. Microbes live everywhere. In the air, your intestines, your sock, Antarctica, at the bottom of the sea, on trumpets, on top of Mount Everest, inside a fish, underground, elephant sneeze, in your breakfast, just over there, and up Santa's nose. Men lives in this book, and if you could look really, really closely, you would see her. This is a photo of paper really, really close up. There's Men. She says, I'm bored. Let's take Men on an adventure. See the circle? That's where Men lives. Touch the circle and let's pick her up. Men is now on my finger. Away we go. Where shall we take Men first? Take me to your teeth. Okay, now don't actually do this at home, but you can put your finger and gently touch your front teeth with your finger. Now let's look really, really close. This is a photo of a tooth, really, really close up. And you can see all kinds of germs hanging out there. Min says, "Whoa, this place is weird. I'm Min, what are you guys up to?" "I'm Ray, we're digging cavities. Want to help? Can I get some acid over here? Yuck, can you smell toothpaste? Hey kid, brush your teeth less. Eat more candy." What a strange place teeth are when you look really, really closely. No wonder it's a good idea to brush them. It's time for Min's next adventure. All right, let's pick Min back up. Where shall we go next? It looks like you picked up Ray as well. Would you like to visit a shirt, Ray? Shirt. All right, let's explore your shirt. Put your finger on your shirt and send Min and Ray on a new adventure. Now let's look really, really closely. This is a photo of fabric, really, really close. And it's green fabric, but if it was, like my shirt is pink, so it would be pink colored, but it would look very close to the same thing. I'm Min, and this is Ray. We're on an adventure. Adventure! Nice to meet you. My name is Dennis. We're making this shirt smell. Gross, I found a clean spot. Dennis, there's some lovely filth down here. Can you give me a hand spreading this dirt around? What's a hand? I hope we don't get put in the wash for a few more days. What a strange place shirts are when you look really, really close. No wonder they need a washing. Now it's time for Min and Ray's next adventure. Let's touch your shirt and pick them up. So germs are even in your clothes if you don't wash them. Dennis has come along for the ride. We have time for one more trip. Where shall we go? Shall we visit a belly button, Dennis? What's a belly button? Okay, off we go. Put your finger in your belly button and wiggle it around. Now let's look really, really close. This is a photo of skin, really, really close up. Hello, we're Min, Ray, and Dennis. I'm Jake. Welcome. We don't get many visitors. Help yourselves to a delicious chunk of dead skin. I do enjoy a nice drink of sweat on a hot day. Did I tell you about the time soap got all the way in here? I don't like scary stories. What a strange place skin is when you look really, really closely. No wonder it gets itchy. Put your finger back in your belly button. Time to pick up Min and her friends. Let's put Min and her friends back in the book. That was fun. Now I'd like to go back in my book, please. Can we come? It's a book. Oh, here's a good spot. There's plenty of room for everyone. Where will you take Min tomorrow? And this shows what the microbes really look like instead of just the cartoon characters in the story. So Min is an E. coli, and Ray is strep, and Dennis is fungus, and Jake is a bacteria. And it shows what they really look like, and it tells about what each of those types of germs do. This is a fun one to read too. And if you are wanting to do the summer reading program, it is all digital this year. We have the reading logs posted online. You can print them out, and then when you get them filled out each month, just take a picture, or you can scan it if that works better, and just email it to me. The email address is on the website and on the reading logs. There's activity sheets, there's going to be all kinds of fun digital activities and things you can print out and do, some videos. We do have a science program that's going to be posted later this week, and it's a video telling stories using cool science experiments. and that is done by the Science Tellers performing group. So that will be put up online later this week sometime. So just check in on the website and for all kinds of new activities each week.